A year ago, I was totally burned out and honestly feeling very lost. A surprise layoff forced me to start over, and somehow that led me here. A 40-year-old toddler mom learning to fix sewing machines and rebuilding her life from scratch. All right, our plan here, and I use that word loosely, is to fix a few sewing machines, hopefully soak in some fall vibes. I've got a few friends I need to catch up with, and hopefully I'm gonna have time to finish a pumpkin Halloween costume that is definitely not gonna sew itself. So let's see how many of these things I can actually get done. Let's go. Okay, so my mornings usually start whenever my 2-year-old decides, which can be anywhere from 5:45 to 7:45. Today was somewhere in the middle. She's in daycare part-time, and today is one of the rare days where she's both at daycare and my husband is working on site at his job. So that's right, Mama's got the place to herself today. And while the house is quiet, there's always this constant feeling that I should be getting more work done, but I'm trying to unlearn that I need to fill every second with work. That it's okay not to rush through every moment, that sometimes mornings can mean enjoying some Kathleen Illustrated while leisurely folding laundry and savoring my very unaesthetic bagel brunch. I think sometimes we just all need a healthy reminder that you don't need to optimize every second and you don't need to earn your downtime. Life is meant to be lived and enjoyed. You don't need permission to enjoy it. It's 10:30 in the morning. I really need to get a grip on this day. If it gets to be like 11 o'clock or getting close to lunch and I feel like I haven't made a dent in my day or tackled one of my big deep work tasks, then I end up collapsing to myself and not getting anything done. But today I'm bringing you all along to show you what it's really like to be a solo entrepreneur, one with ADHD, who's a busy mom, who struggles to get things done, but has the best intentions and believes in her vision and knows that she can do hard things. That's what we're trying to do today. We're trying to show up for ourselves and our vision, and we're gonna get some stuff done. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I need something on my skin. Otherwise, I walk around knowing that my eyes look like they haven't seen sleep in months. Isn't the case. I actually slept good last night. This is just what my skin does. My mineral foundation. I probably should tweeze my eyebrows, but I'm gonna save that for when I care. By the way, don't expect beauty content from me because this is it. That's about all I ever do. But that's all right, because I repair sewing machines. One of the benefits is not really having to worry about this, but good for myself. So what's next? The next thing I'm going to do is, dry my hands, and you're in the way, so excuse me. That felt good. So I'll just tell you. After the election last year, when things started getting real crazy, I kind of just shut down socially. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb for weeks because every little red notification bubble was just bad news and anxiety, and I just couldn't handle it. So I basically tuned out everything that wasn't within these four walls. If it wasn't a text from my mom or my husband or wasn't about my daughter, I just it didn't exist, which probably not healthy, but that's what I did. And there's been a lot of healing since then. It's a year later and I feel like I'm in a different place. I had some friends that I hadn't followed up on or reached out to in a long time. People that had reached out to me, and that deserved a response because I value them as friends. I know I do, but I wasn't showing that by actually reaching out. And I've been asking myself a lot why that's been so hard for me Probably something for a professional and I to work through. I know I feel so much better after sending that message. So if you, like me, are someone who's like, oh, it's already been a few days or a few weeks or whatever, and you feel like you can't pick up the phone and respond because it's been too long, like, get that out of your head. Whether it's been 3 weeks or 3 years or 30 years, like, pick up the phone and message people you care about. Yeah, you'll feel better. So let that be an encouragement to someone who needs to hear it. Now I have to work on a sewing machine because it's almost afternoon and I haven't done any work on sewing machines yet. And that's kind of what I'm supposed to be doing. This is the machine I'm looking at. It is a Viking Emerald 183 and the timing is quite off, specifically the hook to needle timing. And the hook to needle, this light's annoying. So now I need to find the correct adjustment point. Oh, I need, why I buy like a million reading glasses and I don't have them when I need them. I don't feel like going back upstairs right now. So here's the thing. I'm pretty sure the adjustment point for this machine is behind this cover, and I was hoping I could avoid removing this cover because as a general rule, the fewer covers you remove, the less risk there is to the machine to harm anything. And also it takes significant more time to get in there, do what you gotta do. Wonderful thing about my training through Sewing Doc Academy is if I encounter something like this model, which seems to be unique, I'm not alone. Like, I'm not stuck. I can reach out to Andy, who teaches these programs. So I'm going to snap a few photos to see if she can help me and have her give me just a bit of confirmation that I should in fact go ahead and remove the covers and adjust the timing from the adjustment point up here. Because typically there's an adjustment point under the machine, but these modern Viking models don't have the timing at the usual spot. I want to double check because removing covers unnecessarily is not a good use of anyone's time. And I don't want to do that. I don't have to. Let's get out of this messy house for a few minutes, get some fresh air. It's a beautiful, crisp October day, and I've switched hoodies. You're gonna see a lot of hoodies on this channel. I need sunglasses. No. You guys are getting the not cute tour of the house right now. I'm trying to keep it real. I prefer watching content where people's houses don't look perfect. So I need to get over the fact that I feel ashamed of my clutter and embrace it, because guess what? I'm a human and I'm a mess. I'm walking through real life cobwebs. That's how on theme for October we are. Let's walk. So let's have a chat. I realize most of you don't know me, so I thought I'd share a little bit of my background. Probably shouldn't do this while I'm going uphill. Isn't that so pretty? The colors are changing. It makes me happy. My name is Lisa. I live in Michigan. This year, at the age of 40, my favorite age yet, I started a sewing machine repair business. And how that came to be is that at the end of 2023, I was laid off from my corporate job. I had spent nearly 20 years working in corporate marketing and advertising,
on like the digital and technology side, which sounds pretty vague, but basically I worked at an advertising agency right out of college. I worked for clients like Coca-Cola, Chevy, Maytag appliances. So I got to work with some really cool brands, and I had a pretty sweet career. I don't want to say I thought it was going great, because like the truth is most of those years of my career I was like, is this really what I want to do with the rest of my life? Because even though I worked with cool people, and in theory the projects I worked on were like exciting work. I mean, people would love to have a job like I had, but it was hard on me. I was stressed out all the time. I was so burned out. I never really thought I had anxiety growing up, but in the corporate environment, my anxiety flourished. Public speaking, never got good at that. I embraced the fake it till you make it mentality, and I pushed through, and I wore my corporate girl-y mask all the time. I could spend a whole day talking about why I was stressed at my corporate job, but I found that I was like sort of relieved after the layoff. Like, it was scary. I had a 10-month-old at home, new mortgage, and we lost 70% of our household income, but I didn't want to go back. I spent a long time trying to figure out what the new path was for me. My fantasy was to like, maybe someday I'll own like a quilt shop or like a little quilt retreat, because I'm a quilter, my mom's a quilter, we like to sew in our family. And that was always kind of like the fantasy job. I knew I wanted self-employment, but I didn't know what that meant for me. Should I invest in a franchise, sell digital products, or do some consulting? I really went through the gamut of trying to figure out the next thing. Long story short, I landed on sewing machine repair and haven't looked back. I absolutely love it. I found an amazing educator. Sewing Doc Academy, Andy, Barney, and her husband Paul have an amazing community of repair technicians and aspiring technicians and at-home sewists who service their own machines. Finding that resource and that community is really what enabled me to try this and start this business. I wanted to build a business. I want this to be a national franchise. That's what I want. Like, that's what I'm building. So I have a big dream, I have ambitions. I'm proud of myself for actually doing it and like believing I can do it, because like Lisa 10 years ago wouldn't have dreamed of this, let alone believed I would actually follow through on it. So let me just say, if you have a wild idea and you think, oh, I could never do it, I've been there. Sometimes like, am I like me? I'm doing this? I don't take risks. I don't actually make the big leaps that I, dream about. But when you are laid off and it's like you have nothing else to lose, it can be incredibly freeing. After making this choice for myself, it's the thing I want most for my friends. Not to do this specific thing, obviously, but to take a chance on whatever your wild idea is. Like, maybe that is a midlife sort of thing, like we're 40 years old people. Like, let's get on with it. Stop telling ourselves, oh, I can't do that. Beat yourselves up because you don't think you're capable of whatever it is you're dreaming about. Like, we get one spin on this planet. Take a chance. Try something different. I felt I didn't have time to pursue the things that actually brought me joy and interest, because I was, working 60-hour weeks to sell cars and fizzy sodas. I recognize the privilege that comes with me saying this, and that a lot of people have to work jobs they don't find fulfilling to keep the lights on. So take that for what you will. Anyway, I've been standing on this porch for a couple minutes, and I feel like the neighbors are like, what's she doing? Okay, so today was not the day I expected it to be when I woke up this morning, but I'm actually really happy with today. It was a recharge day. I was about to say soul healing, and I was about to sound really cheesy. Today felt
good. Sometimes as a business owner, your days just don't look like what you're gonna expect. I mean, that's true. That's true for anybody. Since becoming a mom, my day is literally never what I plan it to be. But yeah, I started a sewing machine repair business and I spent, like an hour and a half in the shop today and didn't accomplish what I intended to. I have a couple things I'll need to make sure I get done tomorrow in order to get these machines to the clients in time. But that's okay, because what I did do today was like important work for me. It was like I got to connect with a friend that was long overdue. I got to connect with all of you. Today, October. It didn't show me the answer I needed. What does my not tell me? It's the 17th already. Makes nervous. Anyway, I'm really excited to spend the day together again because when you work as a solo entrepreneur, it can be really lonely. So since I don't have any other colleagues, co-workers in the trenches with me, you get to be that person with me. So let's see what shenanigans we can get up to today.
So Andy got back to me right away yesterday afternoon, and the good news is I did not have to take the covers off of this machine. The adjustment point for this one is actually at the hook here, which isn't common, but this is one of those things that actually makes the work fascinating. Once you learn the basics and the theory, you can fix a lot, but every machine has its own little quirk. Some days that can be frustrating, but most days it's actually the reason I love this job. I get to solve a new little puzzle every day. And having Andy and the Sewing Doc Academy on standby seriously makes all the difference.
So that was not supposed to be an all morning and part of the afternoon task. It was a fussy one, and I think I didn't want to admit that I needed to go back and make some more timing adjustments. So I kept trying to tweak the bobbin tension. That was not the problem. I needed to go back and make a timing adjustment. My brain is, well, I'm hungry is what's happening. Oh my God, my stomach just growled. Why am I being so awkward right now? Because I'm hungry. So let's eat, and then maybe I'll re-record this less awkwardly. I'm covered in lint, thread. If you sew, you know.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why I can't see you. Hold on. I opened up FaceTime and like, where are you? Oh, okay. Oh, there you are. That's why, because we weren't both connected. Am I sharing? The debate of like what additional I need to do in terms of documentation, because I already have like a ticking system and where I'm like adding in photos and taking notes, and I feel like that should hopefully be enough. But So I just had a really nice chat with my friend Carrie, who's another member of Sewing Doc Academy. She's a fellow technician. She does mostly vintage machine work, and we're both working towards our certifications through Sewing Doc Academy. Talk and shop a little bit, a little inside baseball life of being a repair technician. By the way, if you are interested in learning to service sewing machines, Sewing Doc Academy is where I got and continue to get all of my training and mentorship, and it's a wonderful community. So, what you doing, kiddo? You're eating your boogers? Is it yucky? Leona, we don't eat boogers.
Yeah, I eat burgers.
Very excited to be out of the house on my own on a Friday night and get to spend it with some quilty buddies doing quilty things. I don't actually know what to expect at Fat Quarter Bingo. So I'm headed there to Pieced Patchwork in Livonia, Michigan. Check them out. If you are ever in the area, I'll see you in there.
I'm here. Going in.
I 19.
Got that one too.
B 11. N 35. B 1. Get out those two together. O 52. G 52. Holy cow! I'm going home. And she even has it. Oh no! What is my problem? Any four fat quarters.
Nobody clear your card.
Unless you want to start over. 3. N 43.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's nothing.
Oh, you got it.
Does it count as a snack?
I'll eat it right now.
I'll eat it right now.
O 66.
Good pick.
B 3.
Oh.
B 1. B 1. G 46. G 59.
Woo, bingo!
Oh.
They're under the.
Just left Fat Quarter Bingo. Had so much fun. Won 2 rounds. Got a fat stack of fat quarters. And now making a emergency stop at the local Kroger for some pull-ups and cat treats and maybe some mama treats too. I should never say that again. Where's all the cards? Just the essentials. Is it bad that I don't want to go back home yet? Gotta make sure my toddler's all the way asleep. I'm going to get this pumpkin costume done today. I declare it. Because what? It's October 18th or 19th right now. I don't even know, but it's got to get done. So let's do it. So this is what I'm going for. This is a blog post from Heather Handmade. I'm going to be using different materials than she is, but I'm roughly following her guidance in terms of measurements and how to approach the structure of the costume. Since I'm using different materials, I'm using this stretchy orange jersey knit. It's really thin and flimsy, doesn't have any structure. So I'm going to add this SF101 fusible interfacing to the backside of my orange fabric first, which will hopefully have a little bit more structure so it's not like all like loose and floppy. And then I'm going to add that to, this is the piece that I'm hoping is going to give more like structure to the costume to give it hopefully more like bulbous pumpkin shape. I'll go and add some quilting lines to get those nice seams of the pumpkin. And I really hope this works. Why is this so awkward for me? I'm struggling with this. Cut like with a straight edge, right? That's what I do in quilting, but I'm not quilting. This isn't a quilt. Cuts don't have to be exact. I'm just gonna trace on my big pieces and cut it. I'm just gonna do this. Here we go. Don't overthink it, Lisa. It's a Halloween costume. This is atypical for a quilter, right? We're very like anal about our measurements. There we go. Good enough. Don't overthink it, Lisa. Don't overthink it. Feels like it has a bit more structure and weight. Like, look at that compared to this in terms of how it drapes. Like, so now I am pinning my layers together because I'm going to add some quilting lines. I'm trying to prevent my fabric from shifting as much as possible because that would be good. And yes, you're hearing children's music in the background. My daughter's watching some Baby Shark. Here goes nothing. I'm too loud, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm making a pumpkin costume. Next, I need to cut out the armholes. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna go. What did you find on the floor? Oh, no, thank you. That's my mess. Okay. Leona says we're gonna do Happy Pumpkin, just like Elmo. That's what we're going for. Smile, mommy. See? Does that look like Happy Pumpkin? Yeah.
It's your happy pumpkin.
Yeah, I'm gonna sew it on and then. I know we gotta be patient. It's so exciting.
It takes time to make things, you gotta wait, all right?
I'm glad you're excited for it though. Okay, so update, I'm gonna try to cut my pumpkin to be a bit more in this shape, kind of round out the top and bring the sleeves and the neckline in a little bit. The original construction was to like sort of cinch the top to bring it in. Since I'm not really gonna do the cinch method because I'm working with this foam, I'm just gonna bring the neckline in a little bit. So let's see how it goes. I got my shape cut out the way I want it. I am now going to put my pieces right side together and I'm going to stitch the top and along the curves, leaving the head hole and the bottom open. And I really hope this is going to fit over my toddler's head because she's got a big noggin.
Okay, honestly, this pumpkin costume turned out even better than I imagined. I'm really glad I took that extra time to add the fusible interfacing. I really think it made a difference in the end result. Most of my quote-unquote sewing lately has just been me fixing tension problems on sewing machines in the workshop, which does not count. So getting to play with fabric and making something for my daughter felt so good. And I think it's safe to say we've got one very happy little pumpkin this Halloween. If you enjoyed hanging out today, hit subscribe, come back for more from my workshop. I've got sewing tips, a sewing room, and a sewing workshop makeover that I'm planning, and lots more behind the scenes as I build my business from the ground up.